After watching my fellow classmates' videos and for their fellow discussions, I'd say that our ideas kind of meshed well together. And I say that because, it's just the start of the book, so of course it's all brand new information to us. Um, Now, we all kind of know, during COVID, gun violence was a little higher. Like, we were just seeing a lot of different things that were going on during all of COVID. Um, we saw a lot of shootings go up. We saw a lot of just anything involving gun violence itself. It rose. Um, and I think and I think the beginning of this book kind of was just like a stepping stone to what the world is today. We kind of just go through the steps when it comes to gun violence in particular, like when it comes to school shootings or even workplace violence. We kind of are just like, what do we actually do in that sense? And that's because we don't really have a lot of training on it, but the violence in itself is kind of progressing and increasing more, I guess. So it's hard. I guess it's just hard. Um, this book in itself it's already so interesting, and I think it's going to be a really interesting book to read. Something that I just wanted to point out again is just in the first chapter, he says, some people try to silence trauma, some run from it, gas pedal to the ground, fleeing from one town to the next, or coast to another, putting thousands of miles between them and the thing pushing them into a purple grief. Some people mute the pain and dial down the volume, sometimes with alcohol, drugs, or other distractions, as months, years, and anniversaries pass. For others, trauma is like a train wreck. It hooks your gaze. We can't stop examining events from one angle and then another, like movie directors shooting a scene. We trapeze through the rubble, lifting and interrogating every piercing shard, turning events over in our mind and passing moments of pain as if they are debris. We long to fix what has been shattered. And then something else that I noticed, I don't know if I talked about it in my other one, but it says, so this is coming from the doctor. Long before I was an emergency physician and a medical educator with an alphabet soup of letters after my name, I was a nerdy four-eyed teenager whose cousin was shot dead. I didn't know much about trauma then. I knew about SATs and MCATs, the Baltimore Orioles, and the Washington Bullets, the latter a team whose moniker would change in the mid-1990s, so the flurry of gun violence penetrated the community where I lived wouldn't be glorified in the nickname of a sports franchise. He said, I didn't grow up in North Carolina where most of my family lived. He grew up in Winston-Salem, and then it kind of just went from there. But yeah.